Super Rugby AU is finally ready to get underway. After weeks of preparation, the Australian competition is ready for kickoff. Round one in the opening matchup of the competition will see the Reds at home taking on the Waratahs. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby, and Super Rugby AU finally is go time. The Australian Super Rugby competition consisting of the 5 Australian Super Rugby teams, the Reds and the Waratahs we see here tonight. Following them we'll have the Brumbies and the Rebels, and then of course it is the Western Force who are on the bye this week. First things first though, the Reds versus the Waratahs, first blood, first chance. Queensland versus New South Wales has got everything riding on this opening match of Super Rugby AU. And this is a chance too for the Reds, led by their very stout leader and coach, Brad Thorne, to really set a marker in the sand of how good this Reds team can be. They've named a very strong starting 15 that's got a mix and a blend of youth and experience going through the starting lineup and substitutes. Harry Hupert will start in the number 1 jumper, Brandon Paenga-Amosa and Taliana Tupou will consist of the front row. Angus Blythe and Lukan Salakaia-Loto will be in the middle of the pack, the locking combination at 4 and 5. Liam Wright will captain the team from 6 with Fraser McWright, his open side flanker, and Harry Wilson at number 8. The experience of Tate McDermott and James O'Connor will run things in the halves with plenty more kicking options outside there. Hamish Stewart will start at inside centre with Hunter Paisami, the strong runner, at 13. On the left side, Filippo Dalgunu will be in the number 11 jumper with Jock Campbell wearing 14 on the right wing, and it will be Bryce Hegarty, another option at that first receiver. He'll be wearing 15 tonight, but expect to see plenty of chopping and changing between O'Connor, Stewart and Hegarty as this match wears on. Travelling away for the opening matchup of the season will be the New South Wales Waratahs, a team that has undergone plenty of change over the last couple of seasons, and they have especially lost their talisman player, currently Beale, throughout lockdown as well. They've got to recap, they've got to regather their thoughts, they've got to get their season off to the best possible start if they want to make those top 3 spots into the finals weeks at the end of the round robin. Their team has a real look of inexperience about it. It'll be interesting to see how they can stack it up with the few experienced guys they do have. This is a real chance to stake a claim for the future. Kicking off with this team, Angus Bell will be on the loose head side of the front row with a couple of good names next to him, Robbie Abel at hooker and Harry Johnson-Holmes on the tight head side. More experience in the middle of the pack with Ned Hannigan and Rob Simmons locking up together at 4 and 5 with Lachlan Swinson, Michael Hooper of course at 7, and Will Harris will be at number 8. Mitch Short and Will Harrison will line up at 9 and 10 with Joey Walton and Alex Newsom in the midfield combination. Mark Nwanganituwazi will be on the left wing with James Ram on the right hand side, and of course Jack Maddox at fullback. He could be a very important cog in this Waratahs wheel if it starts to get rolling. Can they do it? The Waratahs on the road to kick off the season. Super Rugby AU is ready to get underway. So the two sides out there ready to go. The Waratahs, of course, playing in the sky blue, and the Queensland Reds, well, under no surprises, they're playing in the red. It's underway we go. Will Harrison kicks off Super Rugby AU, and it will be down to the big man who takes it in Lukan Salakaia-Loto for the Reds. Here is Paenga-Amosa finding a little bit of room left-hand side for Amos Stewart, who finds plenty of space down the short side play. And eventually into touch as the cover defence comes across and just does enough to nudge him over the sideline. It will be a line-out for Robbie Abel and the Waratahs. And it's gone very far back and stolen the front. Angus Blythe does very well. O'Connor out to midfield very quickly. They find it to Jock Campbell, who puts the boot to it high and deep down towards the end goal of the Waratahs. And it is fielded back there from Jack Maddox, who decides to go to the ear instead. It sets up nicely for Dalgunu, who slips back inside. The Reds looking very dangerous early. Into play between forward and backs. Very good. O'Connor involved again. And he's found eventually to his big number 7, Fraser McWright, who sets it up in the 22 to the right hand side. Blythe outside to Stewart. Big chance for John Campbell to the corner. He's dragged into touch, and the Reds get early opportunities to hit the scoreboard first. Well, the first line out was a shambles by Robbie Abel. This time they come very close to the thrower, right on the 5 metre line, and it's stolen again. Brilliant from Blythe. Now his little grubber kick that is close to being a try. Taken back is the call from Will Harrison.
Crouch.
And it will be a scrum feed for the Reds.
Set.
5 metres out. Tate McDermott feeds. And the Reds scrum will be confident they can get the ascendancy here over the New South Wales opponents. Looks good so far. McDermott, options left and right, goes to O'Connor, opens it up with a dummy. Beautiful work from O'Connor, and Hamish Stewart almost crashes over. Right there for the Reds. Waiting for it, Solakar Loto. They go short for coming out wide. Doc Campbell again. 2 chances for the right winger. Slow ball for the Reds. Solakar Loto starts it off again. Here's another little grubber in behind. And that was a bit average from Paisami. And again, it's really strange. Waratahs fearful of putting it down their own goal. Now they run it back. Higgity starts it all off and is finding Paisami once more. And they just fall short of the 22, and they fall short of possession as well. Big turnover from Michael Hooper, and now the Waratahs get a chance to run out wide. No way through for, big possession there from the Reds in defence, forcing Lachlan Swinton into touch, and that will be a turnover straight away for the home side. One phase for the Waratahs, they quickly went wide, and now Brandon Paenga-Mosa throws it. Now he loses the line out as well. I don't think we've had a line out one from the own throw yet in this competition. The Waratahs charge outfield nicely. Johnson Holmes, big pass out wide, floating out to who else but Noanga Natawasi. And he kicks eventually down to the back. And Higgity finding support on his inside. Here's Paenga-Mosa once more. Outside is Paisami who knocks it on. And the Waratahs with the advantage on this side. He can go from Angus Bell. Sideways run as he had to fight his way through there. Here is Short. Takes a little run there from Mitch Short. Couldn't lose possession here. Big play from the Reds. They pile on in and they will secure a turnover. But the referee calls it back. Of course, advantage on this side. And the mistake from Hunter Paisami. Near his own 22-metre line.
Bind.
A chance for Mitch Short.
Set.
And his big pack of forwards to try and get something out of the scrum. A very good one for the Waratahs as well. Short misses out 2 or 3 players. Quickly out to Newsom. And here he is. Nawanga Nitawazi once more. Oh, big fan from Nawanga Nitawazi. 2 go by. Oh, there's only one way to stop him. And that is high and illegal. And a yellow card it looks like it'll be for Tate McDermott as well. Big play from the big left winger, Mark Nawanga Nitawazi. That is a game-changing moment right there. Nawanga Nitawazi really did put that beautifully in a position for the try. 2 defenders beaten by the fend. And what on earth is going on here? We've got a shot at goal. And what is that? What? The obstruction in front of the posts. I don't even know what that was. It's a yellow card for the Reds. McDermott's off. The penalty is over. And it is the Waratahs leading 3 points to 0 over the Queensland Reds. Back underway. We go to knock on straight away. Reds with possession. Reds with an opportunity. Goes through Nick Wright. And up to the 22. The Reds very quickly go. Blythe to Paenga-Mosa, outside Stewart, puts it very high, cuts it back the other way as advantage comes to a close, beautifully taken at the back from Harry Wilson. How's he not over the line there? Got to score a try now, it is Angus Blythe. Oh, he picks and he goes, and he grabs the 5-pointer. Man in the bin, it doesn't matter. They've got the opening try of Super Rugby AU. And it was all created from a big crossfield kick. That's over the line. He could have twisted and put that down. Should have been a try, but it was a simple one for Angus Blythe as he just picked off the back and plants it down next to the posts. Great kick though from Hamish Stewart. We talked about how those guys are going to rotate the kicking options and the playmaking options at first receiver. And between himself and James O'Connor, they've done a good job of it so far. And through it, created the opening try. Of course, no, Tate McDermott at the moment, he's in the bin. So it was good to see them stepping up with some other options. Angus Blythe's probably the tallest, one of the tallest number 9s we've ever seen in World Rugby, picking it up, and a wee pick and go try for him. He'll be very happy with that start. Try is converted from Bryce Hegarty. And the Queensland Reds lead the New South Wales Waratahs 7 points to 3, still with a man in the bin, as we are 2.5 minutes away from half-time in this opening Super Rugby AU matchup. High kick-off here from the Waratahs, and it's fielded very nicely out there from James Ram. And a pick and go from Will Harris. And he goes sideways slightly, a couple of metres gained. Waiting for it is Joey Walton. I don't think he's going to get it here. The Reds will turn this over. Paenga Mosa back again to Hamish Stewart, who says, we've had enough. We're going to the break with a lead intact. And that will be half-time in this opening matchup of Super Rugby AU. The Reds lead the Waratahs 7 points to 3 here at Suncorp Stadium. What a game it has been. The Reds with all the chances early on. You can see by possession and territory going their way. But it is the beautiful plays of one man, Nwanga Nitawazi, who has put the Waratahs in a position to compete for this matchup, picking up what was the best break of the game, and of course sending Tate McDermott to the bin. He is now back on the field, but that could be a very big turning point in this matchup. Of course, the one try going to Angus Blythe as well. Here is James O'Connor getting the game back underway. A little short kick, and it's beautifully taken from Michael Hooper. Oh, just about through there. Was a great chance for James Ram. Now they slip it back to Stewart. The Reds have got it back on their side. Here is a big chance from Taliana Tupou. And we know how much he loves the range out wide. Here's Wilson. Oh, a little short-time play by Sami was gone. That was try number 2. But we've gone back to the knock-on by James Ram.
Crouch.
Hunter by Sami was gone. He was gone. The referee has inexplicitly called that back. And the Reds are fuming. Rightfully so as well. We are 5 into the second 40. And a great scrum too from the Reds. McDermott back from the bin. And out to Dalgunu. Well, the passing and the offloading is great at the moment as into contact goes Harry Wilson yet again. Oh, big shove here from the Waratahs. They'll turn it over. Johnson Holmes goes out wide and kicked away brilliantly from Joey Walton. Covered to the back though nicely from Hegarty. And he finds Campbell. What an offload to James O'Connor. Oh, O'Connor out of his 22 and he knocks it on as well. More opportunities now for the Waratahs, but it is turned over. We will go back for the original indiscretion. That will be from James O'Connor. Really got that ball beautifully, but a smashing tackle from behind by Rob Simmons.
Crouch.
Dislodges the ball
Fine.
from his grasp. Big
Set.
Bad smashing that tackle from out of nowhere. It's giving the Waratahs a chance to launch an attack not far from the 22 minutes we talked about early on. The Reds, they've got the dominant pack and the dominant scrum to go with it as well. Here's Stewart out to Filippo Dalgunu. Oh, another high tackle. This side, the Waratahs guilty. And off to the bin goes James Ram. Oh, absolutely no discussion by the referee. He just puts up the card and sends the right winger to the bin. Now the Reds have the advantage. O'Connor with ball in hand. They go for touch. And it is sweetly struck just short of the 22. We've seen a lot of ball go straight past him and straight to Hamish Stewart instead. So it's really playing a pivotal role in how this Reds team is structured. Here's playing Ramosa nicely to Salakai Loto. And now the Reds will launch. Nicely out from Paisami. Out to Hamish Stewart. One to beat Stewart. Beautiful ball back inside to Wilson. Going to the line. He should have passed to Campbell. Unmarked, but unwanted by the Reds. Stewart now. Here's Tupou. What a ball! Oh, Taliana Tupou puts Hunter Paisami in. Try number 2 for the Reds. That was magical. He is one of the biggest men in World Rugby. Taliana Tupou has the skills of a fleet-footed back. This was magical. And Hunter Paisami could not believe his luck. You question there, the Reds probably should have scored. Harry Wilson should have gone to Jock Campbell on his right. But this was magical. You don't see it every day. A tight head prop putting it on a silver platter for his outside centre playmaker extraordinaire. It's Taliana Tupou. Important conversion this for Bryce Hegarty. Man in the bin still for the Waratahs as Hegarty steps up and adds the extra 2. Out to 14 points to 3 now, the lead of 11. And the Waratahs simply know what they have to do now. Score 2 converted tries. One will do it, and one unconverted as well. But it looks like a long way back when you've gone an hour without scoring one try in your opening matchup. Now you've got to score 2 as the Reds receive the kickoff, and it is once again Salaka Loto doing the hard yards for this Reds team. Harry Wilson waits for it. He's got Stewart to his left and he goes to him. And the kick comes off the boot of the Reds inside centre and straight down the throat of Jack Maddox at the back. The Waratahs start to get a little bit fancy. That offloading coming thick and fast as Ned Hannigan decides enough of that and he takes it to ground right on the 10-metre line. Pick and go now from Robbie Abel. Beautifully finds it out wide. And a run away from Bill Harrison. And so ball to Michael Hooper. And we know the speed of the Wallaby. He is away and gone. And the try is scored first of the season. Goes to Michael Hooper. Beautiful break down the right-hand edge. Here he is. Will Harrison, the young fly half, beautifully threaded it inside to none other than Michael Hooper. And for a back rower, he's got the pace. Excellent work, beautiful creativity. And he took out the fullback, Bryce Hegarty of the Reds, and set away Michael Hooper, the Wallaby legend that he is. And he etches his name forever in history now as the first try scorer for the Waratahs in Super Rugby AU. Well, he created the try. Can he add the extra 2? Oh, that was a beautiful kick. Will Harrison has it on an absolute dime with a beautiful curling conversion. Hung it out left, curled it back in. That was beautiful to watch, and we have now seen a couple of tries with players in the bin as James Ram makes his way back on the field. And the scoreline, well, she's tight. 14-10 it is. The Reds lead by 4. And just one more piece of freakish ability could be enough to the Waratahs to seal this opening victory. The Reds, though, take the kickoff down, but isolation leaves the player alone. The Waratahs swiftly take it straight back. Just outside their 22 now. Angus Bell, what a pass! Beautifully finding the space of Ned Hannigan. Offload to the left side, and there's the Wangani Tuasi, who once again gets a little bit of space, but can't do that fine work in the first half. Will Harrison, confidence looming at the moment, but he's lost the ball. Big turnover from Blythe. He was the first try scorer, and he's paying it back now. Another turnover, though. This time, Joey Walton, what a pass. Will Harrison once more, up towards the 22 he goes. And he is having a storming game. But no friends, turnover ball, and now the Reds come straight back. Campbell inside to find O'Connor. It is going 100 million miles at the moment. Both teams throwing everything they've got. The next scorer could be critical. Nwangani Tuasi's over the ball, but he can't get the turnover. Waiting for it, slowing it down will be Paisami. He offloads to a charging man from McDermott. Oh, nicely, beautifully done there. Playing Amosa. Finds Salakai Loto. John Campbell on the right-hand edge. Can't get away from the defenders. Red slow to the breakdown, and they lose the ball again. Here's around for Angus Bell, getting it swiftly away to Nwangani Tuasi, and the fan just is not quite working like it was earlier in the match for him. He's been extraordinary, has Mark Nwangani Tuasi. A real standout for the Waratahs. But it looks like it might not be enough here. As all the Reds need to do is hold on for 30 seconds and kick it out. Charging hard is Harry Wilson. What a pass! Beautifully swimming it back. High tackle! Oh, James O'Connor! High tackle! That looks like could be another yellow card. Robbie Abel, he's giving him the sad look. It doesn't matter! The referee has executed his third yellow card of the match. And tap it and to touch it is all over, or go for 3. Well, this does not change the result in terms of bonus points, but it could well change the finish of this game. That is a shocker, an absolute shocker from Hegarty at the back, and it's given away and kicked bizarrely into touch, and that is it, it's all over. Oh, the Waratahs have had an absolute meltdown at the end of the match. Last chance to score what could be the match-winning try, and they kick it straight into touch. Everything on the line. and they've thrown it all away. The Reds celebrate, and they have that wry smile on their faces because they know they have got away with one there. The Waratahs could have had that last chance, but it will remain 14-10. The Reds are the Waratahs in the opening game of Super Rugby AU. Angus Blythe and Hunter Paisami with the 2 tries for the Reds. Michael Hooper with the 1 for the Waratahs. Bryce Hegarty, 2 out of 2 conversions for the Reds. And on the other side, Will Harrison, a conversion and a penalty goal to give them their 10 points. Well, it was a game for the Reds to lose, wasn't it? They had more of the possession and a fairly even territorial battle. Of course, 2 yellow cards for the Waratahs and 1 for the Reds in an area these Australian sides would not like to see getting too high on those stat counts. The tackles were big from the Waratahs. They had to make nearly twice as many over this 80 minutes than their opponents. But overall, it was a tight game. It was a relatively surprising low-scoring encounter as well. But the Reds come away with the cookies in the opening match of Super Rugby AU. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed how Rugby Challenge 3 thought this match was going to go. We'll have plenty more from Super Rugby AU and Super Rugby Aotearoa in the coming weeks as well, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel for those. Of course, if you don't want to miss them, make sure to subscribe and get them straight delivered to you when they go live each and every weekend. Until the next match, thanks for tuning in and watching. How did you think this game was going to go? And were you surprised by the result of this matchup? Until next time, I'll see you for it, and take care.